techno-fascism could actually express itself, maybe. So, okay. So, listen, in the midst of this environment of Donald Trump openly participating in a conspiracy to cover up one of the most heinous global sex trafficking operations that has ever existed in all of human history, potentially.
Mhm.
Eric Burlison, our beloved U.S. representative, Eric Burlison, was recently on The Blaze. And, he doesn't have time for the Epstein conspiracy, but I wanted to
No.
let you know what conspiracies he does have time for. And
Yeah, what's keeping Burleson up?
this is some fascinating stuff.
Like some transparency, but I believe in God. I believe that God created this earth. So I think that if there are some sort of aliens, they're interdimensional, you know what I mean? Or, they're already here. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just kind of wondering, like, are they on spacecrafts? But listen, I love these conspiracy topics. Let's just play SOT number 3, though, of, Representative Burleson talking about aliens real quick.
All right.
Quick warning, we're going 2 levels deep here because we're watching the Blaze TV interviewing Eric Burlison, but they're going to bring up a clip of Eric Burlison on Tim Pool's podcast. Are you familiar with Tim Pool?
Yes, I'm familiar with. I've never watched a second of one of his broadcasts, but I know who he is. I know enough about him. I know everything I need to know.
I've been watching things around the Tim Pool space, clips of his and interesting interviews that he's gotten embarrassed in.
It sounds like fun.
Yeah, Tim Pool's
it really seems like a punching bag. Like
you know exactly what kind of show Eric Burlison was on with Tim Pool, right? Like it's gonna be it's gonna be stupid as fuck.
Real predictable. real fucking predictable.
But anyways, let's get into that.
They're pulling it up.
Okay, well,
what if because I think again, Alex Jones is talking about interdimensional beings that are sending in guidance to elites, telling them what to do. What if aliens, as people believe them to be, are actually interdimensional, and that explains how they're able to travel vast different. It explains what we can't see.
Yeah.
We don't see other civilizations. It explains how we're like, how do you travel 1 billion light years? You don't. It's through space-time or whatever, through dimensions. And what if these are not necessarily smarter, but more advanced entities that are controlling the flow of our existence for their own ends?
Yeah, an interdimensional thing was like a meme with Alex Jones, but then your colleague, Rep Luna, I think a year or two ago, literally came out and said, I don't know if she believed in it or she had proof that there were interdimensional beings.
She definitely stated it.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa.
So I was in the very first hearing, the witness, the big whistleblower, David Grush, in his report that he gave to us, and I read it beforehand, and that struck me the most out of his report. Was that he said one of the theories is that what we're experiencing is aliens are interdimensional. And in the hearing, I had 5 minutes. I asked him that question. Can he drill into that? And it was interesting.
Okay, Rep, this sounds so stupid, but really they say that the military has remote viewing and that they can look into other dimensions.
I mean, just we're gonna pick actually up on this part, but like just the start there. So, it's not just that aliens exist; it's that they're interdimensional aliens.
I love that Tim Pool brought that up like he was the smartest man to ever live, the first person to ever consider the possibility of interdimensionalism or Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Do you really think that highly of yourself?
Yes.
Like, god damn.
I can answer that question for you right now. Yes, he does.
Yeah, but how? But like, why though? But
loves the smell of his own farts. loves the smell of his own farts, man.
But like, if that's what he thinks is bringing his intellectual A game and like this eye-opening epiphany, like, bro,
the
bro,
questions are all like,
we all thought that the first time we smoked a fucking doob. Like that is stoner thoughts 101, man. Like,
yeah. It's smoking weed and listening to Bill Hicks talk about taking acid, and then thinking to yourself like, man, yeah, interdimensional space aliens. Okay, cool. With the mothership coming down, and all right, yeah, and then being like, I'm not going to ask about anything that could lend any veracity to these claims, right? Like for evidence, for any sort of scientific physics, like math, like equations that might show that there is the potentiality for interdimensional space aliens, much theoretically, and then maybe get into actual extant physical evidence of some sort, right? Like nothing. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about, I think, the interdimensional space aliens might be reptilians, or I think they're actually the Greys, or no, the Greys and the reptilians are warring against each other. They both exist. You're both right, but you're also both wrong at the same time. And it's like they're talking about really the flavor.
Is that the angle that this conversation takes? I mean, does it?
Oh, buddy.
These conversations really get
buddy. Oh, okay. We're going.
Okay, Rep, this sounds so stupid, but really they say that the military has remote viewing and that they can look into other dimensions. I mean, can we... Let's not even talk about space travel. Is there interdimensional travel, in your opinion? Is that a real thing, or is that an Alex Jones meme?
So, I mean, not to nerd out a little bit, but I think that quantum entanglement, in and of itself, proves that there is something deeper than the existence that we live on.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay, so all right, just like I'm stopping it early, but first of all, there's a 0% chance that Eric Burlison understands at all what quantum entanglement is. I'm just gonna throw that out there. There's a 0% chance, and but I love that he leads into it with, I don't want to nerd out here. So they're already
and then
in the weeds
drops the most sciencey physics term that he can think to drop. Like, like that's a kid that's never driven before with the keys to a sports car. Like, there's no knowledge of the underpinnings of that. You clearly are just like name dropping.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's name dropping a scientific theory, a scientific principle, a scientific observation of the quantum, and quantum being the word that is in, like, quantum entanglement. That itself is like, it's such a huge buzzword. It's got so much value with this dumbass fucking audience that would actually watch Eric Burlison on the Blaze. Like, can't be a worse way to waste your time. Like, I
can feel the IQ points slipping away as we're watching it. But like, this is the sacrifice we make for both of you people out here watching. So
it's incredible. But no, like, anyway, so quantum entanglement, it definitely means that there's stuff out there.
And so, but if you talk about, do beings exist in that higher dimension, that's another question. Yeah. So I remain skeptical, but like you, I'm a believer. I'm a Christian. Mm-hmm. I believe that angels exist. What commonly comes up is how there is a way that it fits within the biblical narrative, and how many times in the Bible that while they call them angels, but at the end of the day, when you look at it, they're not from Earth. Like, these are,
and they're described they don't look like a human, the way they're described. They do look kind of odd if you actually look at the biblical description of these angels.
Let's not forget about the reptilians. We got the reptilians, like, I don't know.
I don't want to listen to
this.
Look at, I just wanted to show you a picture. Look at this chuckle fuck.
Who are these dildos? Oh
this
my
show.
god!
Why
Can
does
we
this
zoom
show
in?
need
Like,
distance,
zoom
guys?
in, enhance. I want to see these dipshits in all their fucking glory.
I don't
The
want to
screen
zoom
isn't
in.
big enough to.
Let me see.
Oh
Can I?
Jesus!
Does that?
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Yeah.
Emu Matthew McConaughey there on the left.
I
Methy
don't even know what
Jason Sudeikis in the middle.
I have no idea what this poster is on the wall, but anyways,
Yeah,
so yeah,
what even the fuck is that? Oh my god! Jesus,
But that's-
everything about that is bizarro.
these guys get a chance to get their licks in, but yeah, I mean, angels exist, and like, okay, so quantum entanglement is weird and spooky, and we had somebody testify in front of Congress that they postulate that interdimensional aliens exist, so that means interdimensional aliens definitely
Ipso
exist.
facto, all of these things exist and mean that Christ
And they're
is
angels.
real.
They're
And
angels.
yeah.
They're definitely
Yes,
angels.
that's what it actually is. It's because angels, and like people just think that they're aliens, but it's actually angels, and because neutrinos or something. I don't know.
There's a little bit more here that I wanted to show, but I just
Bring it.
This last
Bring the
part,
stupid.
This last part cements that Eric Burlison went okay.
Is a giant fucking cunt.
Eric Burlison wants to sit down and study about the world. Okay, he wants to learn about the universe that we live in, and some days he picks up the Bible, but he thinks to himself, "I can't just rely on the Bible because even though it is the inerrant Word of God, we haven't written more to the inerrant Word of God in a long time. I need something fresh. I need something new." So
yeah.
looks
Where's
up.
he go for that?
He looks up 15-plus-year-old YouTube clips of ancient aliens, and it's like,
Great place to start.
Wow,
yeah.
my mind is blown, and uh, all I can say is that leads us to a wonderful conclusion.
They call me crazy, but I think there was giants. I believe in the Nephilim. I do believe that was real, Rep. And they're gonna clip this and call you crazy. Were giants ever real, in your opinion, Rep? I hope this doesn't get you canceled.
No, I'm going to say I do believe that they were real.
Thank you. Yes, this is a real guy. This is a real man. Because there's no way, it's especially all the pyramids and all this stuff, there's definitely some bigger human beings. I think we are kind of the offspring of that. Wow, Rep, you're so based in reality.
Actually, I'm going to a conference. Tomorrow, this weekend, that's called NEFCON. It's being hosted by a guy named Tim Alberino, who is, you got to look up Tim Alberino. He's done a lot of work on a lot of this topic. I was introduced to him after my first hearing when we had David Grush come in and the UAP hearing. I have friends from back home that tell me, you got to listen to his podcast because he has a very different perspective. I listened to it and it was a rabbit hole that I ended up listening to the entire.
Wait, time out. How deep down the rabbit hole did you go?
I mean, so again, never mind the Epstein conspiracy right in front of your faces. The conspiracy.
Yeah.
The conspiracy is that there's a hidden history of giants that that build the pyramids, and the
Epstein thing is so last week. Yeah, giants are way more where it's at. Like,
but let's hear how far down the rabbit hole he went. Did you get to the part where the Smithsonian's hiding the bones? Did you get to that part of the rabbit hole yet?
Yes.
Yeah. And isn't it weird though?
And guess what?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm on oversight, so we have oversight over the Smithsonian.
Well, let's go in there and look. I'll help you guys. I'll bring the flashlights. I'll probably accidentally break something. Let somebody don't let me touch it because I'll mess something up. But at the end of Indiana Jones, and I believe.
I mean, that's really it. Like,
fuck you, dude. How is that a serious person? How is that person talking to an elected fucking representative? Why is an elected representative talking to that fucking person? Like,
why is an
what
elected
the
representative
fuck?
saying that the primary conspiracy that we need to concern ourselves right now is the fact that the Smithsonian is hiding giant bones?
Bones of
Bones
giants. Yeah,
of
that's.
the biblical Nephilim. The Smithsonian is hiding bones of the mythical Nephilim.
Yeah. Because
I mean,
that's
honestly, if
logical.
you believe that, and the thing is if Burleson actually believed that, and him being on oversight and being in his position, if he actually believed
Put
that,
up or
he would
shut
have
up,
already
motherfucker.
been in there. He
Yeah.
would have already
Yeah,
been
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
what the
You're a religious
fuck is-
ideologue if you actually thought that was a thing. Like the Smithsonian was holding back proof of your inerrant word of God. Yeah, he would have been in there the day after he got on the oversight committee.
And he
Unless it's all
mentions
bullshit and he doesn't really mean any of it.
he
There's that
mentions
possibility.
this Tim Alberino guy, and I just wanted to throw out there this
Oh, yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah.
One, he looks like a dollar store Mike Patton, but two, he's actually like he's just a typical Zachariah Sitchin ripoff. Which I don't know if you're familiar with Zachariah Sitchin and David Icke. Zachariah Sitchin wrote the Anunnaki Chronicles, which he
Yeah,
basically these guys are the grandfathers of ancient aliens. These are the guys that kind of in the modern era, at least, led a lot of the literature that is consumed by these idiots that actually believe that there's people making psychic telepathic connections with interdimensional aliens that are shape-shifting or fighting with shapeshifters in some interpretations, with other aliens fighting for control over the elites on Earth, with all these mystical and magical and highly technological means that escape our ability to collect any meaningful evidence of. I mean, David Icke, I believe, if it wasn't him, it's another one of these guys. Literally wrote about underneath the Denver airport, there is like an alien portal
I've
over
heard.
which multiple aliens have fought each other, and there's satanic imaging all over the Denver
Yeah,
airport. And
yeah. Because it has to have that satanic imaging. If it doesn't have that weird hidden satanic imaging, like it loses that ambiance.
I mean,
that ties the whole thing together.
it really the satanic imaging really held the room together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. Like Eric Burlison's he's just loving this shit. This is his thing. Like he's all in.
It's so there's no pressure on this whatsoever. Like this is as close as he's going to get to being on Rogan or something. This is like this is junior varsity Rogan here. So
yeah, man, that actually nails it so hard. I love the gaggle of idiots that this like. I don't
look
know.
at this group of chuds. Holy
This guy
fucking date rape, Batman! God damn.
This guy
That
looks
is
like
a
he's
rookie of Chads right there.
The main host looks like he's actually a parody of Cartman's parody in the most recent South Park episode. Like he just the I like it takes four of them also to have enough charisma to run a show. It's incredible the brain trust here, and Eric Burlison wants to help gerrymander another seat for another idiot just like himself in Missouri.
I bet we can find somebody even dumber.
Oh, I mean, we know they exist somehow.
Oh yeah. There's tons of them. I bet we can find somebody even dumber that they can stuff into a suit and get elected. We can get an even dumber person elected to that new seat. What's the over/under on that one?
I think it's the kind of math that I don't even bother doing.